It's reported King Charles had not been briefed, no warning that his brother was about to be taken into custody. I mean, that to me shows that British justice working how it should work.
It's a lot of people across the pond in the United States are saying, why is it that it looks like British justice is working, whereas American justice isn't? Because no senior American politician or anyone else of note seems to have felt the long arm of the law, whereas the king's younger brother, eighth in line to the throne, has. And you're absolutely right to say that the king and Buckingham Palace had no idea that this was going to be happening. In fact, the 8 police officers who were sent from Thames Valley near London up to Norfolk on the northeast of the country, they did a 3-hour trip going up there to arrest. They were only told en route to the Sandringham estate who it was that they were going to meet and why, and the fact that they were going to be arresting the king's brother. So secret was this operation. The Home Secretary, Yvette Cooper, was given the tip-off early yesterday morning, but that's simply, I mean, that is sort of protocol, but only she was aware of what was happening yesterday. As you said, the king wasn't. And really, the authorities and the police have to do all this by the book. There will be so much inspection of this procedure and whether or not any special treatment was given to the royal family or to Andrew himself, that they really have to be squeaky clean on this.
And Daisy, we should reiterate this arrest and these charges, when they come, is around his role as a trade ambassador. This has got nothing to do with the Epstein files, has it?
That's right. I mean, this has all come out of those millions and millions of documents and files that have come out of the Epstein files, showing quite how entangled Prince Andrew was with Jeffrey Epstein, and the fact that although he said that he'd cut off his friendship and his relationship with Epstein in about 2009, 2010, that was clearly not the case. And you're quite right to say this is nothing to do with the accusations of sexual misconduct or sexual abuse that Virginia Giuffre did allege that Andrew was involved in. But this has to do with his role as a trade envoy, which is a government-appointed representative to try to ease various business relationships between the government and different countries. Of course, the allegation is he was doing more than that. He was feathering his own nest, possibly by tipping off Epstein as to confidential government behind-the-scenes documents. That's the allegation. It's that he misused his public position, that he was meant to be working on behalf of the government, and he misused it willingness. It's a very difficult it's a very difficult crime to prove. But the fact that it's got to the arrest stage, he hasn't been charged yet, potentially, but the fact that it's even got to the arrest stage does show that the police think there is some sort of case to answer.